And we are live for Money Monday. Welcome back to the show. Yousef, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, Walter. Thank you. Like always, appreciate the opportunity to come and chop it up with you. So I'm excited.
Whenever I see cars, I think about financing and buying the right cars. I think about Yousef. You've been around for quite some time now. How'd you get started once again in content?
So I started, my first video that took off was an auction video. A lot of people during the COVID time were asking like, why are vehicles so expensive? And, you know, dealers must be making $15,000, $20,000 a month on a vehicle. And that wasn't the case. Money was cheaper back then, obviously, because of the Federal Reserve, et cetera. So vehicles, took a crazy skyrocket like prices. So prices skyrocket like crazy.
Yeah.
And then people were just like curious. So I was like, you know what? Let me do an auction video. So before I did that, I was like fixing like cheap cars. This was a very difficult time in my life.
But did you see somebody make a video before you that inspired you?
I think I was the first auction video guy. I don't remember anybody else doing auction videos. I remember there's a couple of people that actually would go on the auction lot and record the repos.
On YouTube.
I was like there in the mix, and I got banned from the auction for like 3 months.
What?
Yeah, for posting that.
Are you considered a car salesman or I would say a content creator? What do you consider more?
I think I'm just a car dealer that videos his day in the life, right?
Okay.
So I think it's different when somebody makes a little bit of money and then they're like, I'm retiring because I'm making social media money and now I'm going to give advice on TikTok or Instagram. So I don't think I'm an influencer. Even till today, people recognize me outside. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm Yousef. Hi, how are you?
Because you know what's crazy, bro? I'll see his video and I'm like, you know what? I don't know why. I just trust this guy. Like, I trust the guy. I'm like, he seems pretty sincere and honest, and so far so good. I'll give you that.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
But there's a caveat to that.
Yeah.
People say that all the time. Like, Yousef, you seem like a trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. But, dude, oh, my God, that opens up the door to, like, everybody telling me about their mom, their dad, their brother, sister.
Oh, I couldn't imagine the things you get told. We'll probably do some of that later on in the show.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But I got to know, bro. So, car market. Everyone wants to buy a new car, a luxury car, so to speak. People getting really bad deals. I've been in some myself. It's not a good feeling, especially when you're upside down on a car. It's terrible. Should people buy cars now, or should they wait because the economy is so bad? What do you think? How should they buy cars, you would say?
I'm looking the camera for this one.
Tell them.
Everybody that's trying to buy a car, live within your means. Because right now, there is an affordability crisis. Repo rates are skyrocketing, especially for subprime.
Yeah.
But the issue is not so much that people are inquiring on how to buy a car. It's whether I can afford to buy a car. We live in Miami. I lived in Atlanta. I've lived in New York. Everybody just tries to get the nicest they can with the least amount of money out of their pocket. So if you're trying to buy a car in 2026, just buy smart. Like, don't over leverage yourself. If you have a 500 credit score, don't buy a car. Like, you'll get approved, but at what cost? So I think some of the tips are just understanding like what you can afford monthly. Take insurance as a cost. It's crazy. People, they just think about like, okay, I can afford $500 a month.
Yeah.
Have you checked insurance? Have you checked what the maintenance on the car is going to be? Have you checked all these other factors
Repairs.
that go into exactly? So
let me ask you, what is important? Is it the monthly payment price of the car or the car price itself? What's more important?
So
And
I
why?
think it depends on the realm you're looking at, right? So if I'm looking at through the lens of, can I afford this vehicle? I need something short term. Listen, I've been in situations where I just need to get into a car, right? And you get screwed, whether it's going to be a buy here, pay here, or trying to get the cheapest car possible. If you don't have a lot of money and you have a plan, then focus on the monthly payment. But the vehicle price is the most important because most times if you're financing, 80% of car deals are financed. You're attaching on interest. Literally, interest is the death of this economy.
Yo, bro, I can promise you this. I don't want ever another loan for a car. I'm paying. You guys, hear this first. Paying cash for my cars from now on. No more loans. I'm good. But it's on my G-Wagon. I'm like 25K up for that car sale. I'm happy. Moving forward. But guys, no longer I'm doing car loans. Amazing credit. 825, I think, is my credit score right now. But still, interest is bad.
100%. But you're in a good financial lane and you worked at it and you've been on top of it.
Yeah.
You have to work to keep your credit below a 600. I'm sorry. Like you get calls from the creditor. You get calls from the bank. They're like, "Hey, can you pay me?" You have to like literally work towards keeping it that low. So
Hold on. This has been on my mind.
Yeah.
So your videos have been going on for quite some time, right? Months now, right?
3 years, yeah.
How many people watch your videos and still want to buy a car they shouldn't buy, even though you tell them face to face, listen, brother, your credit score is this low, you shouldn't buy this car. They're like, Yousef, don't worry, bro. Does that happen a lot?
Yes, I just reposted a Jamaican who has nothing to do with being Jamaican, but may not deal with that. But he was basically
Bad man
he's
thing.
an Uber driver. He wants to do Uber Black, and
Yeah.
Uber Black specifies what kind of vehicles you can buy. It has to be black on black, has to be a specific year, etc.
Yeah.
So he has an old school Escalade. He's trading it in. He's $25,000 or $30,000 upside down, and he calls me for advice. Halfway into this conversation, he's like, "Okay, Yousef, I appreciate it, but I already put the order in for the car." And I'm like, "Bro, you're gonna be paying $3,500 a month. You make $7,000 a month in the city that's the most expensive in America, cooked. So 50% of that is going to pay for his car. What about everything else? His rent, his insurance, everything." So, yeah,
You know what's the worst part about that? You tell people the issue.
Yep.
They go do it. Bro, why'd you sell me this car? But wait, hold on. I told you what the problem was. This is my fault. It's your fault. And you know what the reality is, this Yousef? I made a mistake as well. I was like, you know what? Maybe the dealership did me wrong. Maybe it's a salesman. No. Responsibility 101. It was my fault. I signed. I want a car. Even though it was bad for me, I want a car. Went through it, fellas, ladies. I know how it is, but you need to get out of it. Economy's going down right now. It's not in the best shape. And interest kills you when it's not helping you make money. So
absolutely.
Tell me.
And most people don't take that as a cost, even interest, right? If you get insurance, everything, somebody will say, "Oh, I bought my Honda or my Lamborghini or whatever car for X amount." And they're like, "I sold it for, so let's say I bought something for 20,000, I sold it for 30, I made 10 grand. Or I bought it for 20 and I sold it for 15, I only lost 5. Dude, you had it for 5 years, you paid 10 grand in interest.
Yeah.
So no, you lost more than $5,000, right? Same thing that goes with a mortgage, all these other things. Interest is like this invisible number people just kind of throw out and never put as a cost. So interest, unfortunately, if you don't play it smart, like you said, or you try to battle it out and try to go and find the best rate or shop the deal between dealerships, you're gonna be stuck. Like it sucks.
So I've been reading online, the average car payment for people in America is now, used to be $500, is now $700 and more.
So the thing is, like, the average car payments I'm seeing are over $1,000.
Right?
I
went up.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, went up. But here's the thing, right? I thought he was gonna play the little haram thing. Haram.
Hurrah!
There you go.
So, but the thing is, like, there are polls about specific vehicles. Like, the average Ford Raptor payment is like $1,400 or $1,200. And I just had a guy call in for a Ford Raptor.
Yo, okay, what about repairs on that?
Yeah, exactly. So it's not even. I think most people. I think they're taking a very average number. 700 is still a lot, and that doesn't include insurance. So average insurance payment for people are $300 a month. So you're talking about $1,000 sunk cost every single month for a vehicle. So the vehicle affordability crisis is crazy. On top of that, we'll talk about what the average income is to Americans. I think it's $50,000 or $60,000. So if the average car payment is $1,000 and you're taking home $3 grand after taxes, oh yeah, you're a third of your income is going towards vehicles. So listen, there's this back and forth between, is it the dealership's fault? Is it my fault?
A salesman.
A salesman's fault. At the end of the day, you're laid out with a truth in lending form. You're laid out with all the tools in front of you. And unfortunately, we just live in a society where, like you said, people trust me, so they want me to do everything for them. I'm like,
So I got a friend.
Yeah.
It's a dealership.
Mm-hmm.
He told me he bought regular cars to sell to people.
Yeah.
Hondas, Toyotas, which are pretty reasonable, so to
Yep.
speak. But people want luxury. They want Mercedes, they want BMW, and they can't really afford it. And what happens is they buy the car, they're happy, flexing on social media, Instagram, then it gets repoed. What is the current repo rate you think so far? Or what's that current repo rate right now in America?
Let's
Is it
pull up
high?
that. Let's pull up that. I think I sent you guys an article
'Cause
about.
I know
repossessions.
another influencer. I won't say his name,
Uh-oh.
but you can probably read between the lines.
Uh-oh.
He bought a Lamborghini,
Oh,
a
God.
special one, very special one. It was a Scion.
You mean a special V-dub Audi?
It got repoed. If guys watching, if you can comment down below who you think it is, bro. You can't afford a car. Don't even buy it, bro. Like,
100%. I
Dude.
agree with you.
Dude.
Here we go. Car repossessions went up 43% over the last 2 years as high prices squeeze Americans. Here's what you can do if you're at risk. So you do have options if you're in repossession status or you're delinquent.
what can they do? Yeah.
Most people just need to call their bank. Not a lot of people know you can defer up to 3 payments, right? So
Really?
You can move your payments to the
I didn't
end of
know
the
that.
loan. Yeah. So if you're going through most banks will do it. PNC, Wells Fargo. If you're going through true economic hardship, they'll either cut your payments in half for 6 months. You can defer 3 of those payments at the end of your loan, right? Or you can say, hey, I don't want this vehicle. Can I either voluntarily possess it or can I settle after I repossess it, right? Meaning like they know that you have a pattern of being delinquent and they just want to kind of close this account out. Just talk to your bank.
Just real quick. So the guy that got his car repoed, the Lamborghini,
Yeah.
he's getting sued by the company. Is that normal?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Because remember, like when you get your car repossessed, you still owe a delta from what it sells from the auction. So he probably bought it for X. It sold for probably 30 or 40% less. And that delta he owes, right?
So audience, just so you understand what he's saying here. You buy a car, you sign the paperwork, you owe money on that car. It doesn't matter if you're tired of payments, you want to give it up, you owe money in the car. So if you give back to the bank voluntarily or to repo it, you still owe a debt to them that has to be paid. So they're going to sue your ass for the remainder of the money. If you don't pay them, what are they going to do to you?
They garnish your wages.
Yeah.
Yep. They put a tax lien or a lien on you, on your house, whatever it is. And some banks are lenient, some banks aren't, and they'll go the extra mile. I think a lot of times too, it ends up getting settled, so you can settle it for 70, 80% off of what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
it's on your record now.
Exactly. It is on your record for 7 years, 10 years on your credit, right? So, and everybody doing credit repair. We know what credit repair really is. It's your bad financial decisions that you're trying to erase. Don't say like, oh, there was a mistake on my credit. No, it wasn't. I see it so many times.
So I've heard people say they can erase it off of your credit report and it won't show.
Let me tell you something. Banks now are re-reporting with so much vigor.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
They're not playing, huh?
Like you'll and all these credit guys will never tell you this.
Yeah.
And they'll scam you out of $10, $15, $20,000 over the course of whatever, right? And I'm not calling anybody out, but it is what it is. I call it like I see it.
Yeah.
Hey, Yousef, I had my credit repaired. I got it off. First round, boom. A week later, Discover, American Express, they all reposted right then. Delinquent. Like, what the heck happened? And what they don't know is there are second and third, like tier reporting agencies like LexisNexis and a bunch of other credit reporting agencies that still store that information. So it's not just Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. There are other credit reporting agencies that allow banks to pull to be like, oh yeah, he had a repo on this or she had a repo on this, but it's not in their credit report. 100%. Yeah. So lending is getting, So,
jeez. Okay. Question for you.
Yeah.
We covered basically the car market right now, how you shouldn't really buy a car right now because it's how the economy is. Also, repo rates. What about buying cars that can help you succeed? Because, for example, I want to be a BMW or a Mercedes, but in all honesty, it's expensive, probably a lot of interest, high car payments. What should they buy? What car do you recommend people buy to sustain themselves between this economy happening now, the war, gas prices going up? What car should they look to buy that's reasonable and not too expensive?
Buy a Tesla. Psych. I'm just messing.
Oh, hell no, bro.
Guys, side note, if you buy Tesla, bro, you're probably gay. Just keep it real with you, bro. Cybertruck, a little past, but still.
Yeah. I think most vehicles that people need to stick towards is just something that they understand. Like you said, when people buy Mercedes and BMW, they don't understand the complexities or they don't have the network to support the maintenance, right?
Yeah.
I have a dealership and people will come with a Honda Civic budget, try to buy a BMW or Bentley, right? And I'm like, the oil change is going to be significantly higher. I'll figure it out. And then when they come and trade it in, they never change the oil. Oh, Yousef, I bought this a year later. Why is this happening? Well, you never did the maintenance. But to be fair, if you do want to buy a luxury car, and I'm a big proponent to this, is like, just shop around the deal. When you go, like, let's say you took a G-Wagon, right, to Mercedes, I guarantee you it's going to be 2 or 3 times more than a regular independent shop will charge for that, right?
Guys, this is very important.
Yeah.
Yo, that was very good. He just told you guys a hack you can save a lot of money on. It's a waste of money. Don't go to your actual brand dealership. Go to off-market, off-brand workshop that fixes cars at a great quality for half the price. So, for example, my Range Rover, my sister has my car. She wants a service to the car. The car service is $1,500 at the dealership. All change, simple. However, at my mechanic, down the street, $300.
Yep.
You can save massive amounts of money by just going to an off-market mechanic that does a good job, by the way, versus dealership.
100%. Yeah, look, I posted a couple of videos about the rotors on a S63 AMG from Mercedes were $600 a piece. I went to Rock Auto or I go on CarDash, whatever it is. I can go on all of these e-commerce places that sell OEM or OEM-like quality parts. $75 a rotor, $250 a rotor. And the crazy thing is, most people are probably going to hate and comment, be like, oh, the dealership will give you the best experience. You know how many times I took my car to dealership and they test drove it hard, or they test drove it on by permission, or they installed something wrong? They're technicians too. You know, the same technicians work at the other secondary mechanic shops. So it's not like there's some secret sauce working at a dealership.
Good point.
Yeah.
And ladies, sign up for y'all watching, if you're watching the show, actually. Don't go by yourself.
Nope.
Take a brother, a father,
100%.
boyfriend, because if they see you walking in there as a lady, they're going to finesse you all the way to the bank because they know you don't know crap about cars. You don't understand the marketplace. You don't understand even about servicing cars. Oh, it's going to be your oil filter. Oh, it's going to be your air filter. Oh, yes. It could be anything. And you believe it because you're like, oh, it's an issue with the car. And they just add on more prices, more prices. So ladies, go ahead, man. Trust me.
You guys can't see this, but there's a person who, and I'll send it to you so you can post it up here.
Yeah.
2015 Honda Accord has 203,000 miles, right? 203,000 miles. And in this estimate is everything that's wrong with the car. So before she wanted to fix it, she said, hey, how much would you give me for my car if I trade it in? They gave her $1,100 trade-in value. To fix the car, with everything wrong with it, they quoted her $10,235.22. And they gave her that with a straight face. Straight face.
Wait, the Honda she bought?
The Honda that she was going to trade into, right?
Yeah.
So they said, hey, we'll either give you $1,100 or if you want to fix it, you got to pay us $10,000. This is a Honda dealership. This is a Honda service. Guess what?
Oh my God.
Everything at a secondary mechanic shop right here was $1,100.
Yo, look at the savings.
And look, this mechanic wrote everything on a piece of cardboard. That's how much savings this man gave her.
Ooh, they got her bad.
$9,000 in savings just by shopping the deal at another mechanic.
Guys, that one hack right there will save you thousands of dollars just for doing that.
Absolutely.
And guys, if you're not sure what to do, Google mechanic shops near me that are not dealerships. Simple.
Walter, let me tell you something, Fresh. Everybody, unfortunately, I hate to say this, they're
unaware.
They're idiots. No, I'm sorry, man. I gotta say that because unfortunately, we have every resource.
AI.
We have ChatGPT,
Google.
we have Claude, we have Google. How do I do this? People get stuck, be like, oh, I didn't know. We live in a time where you have to know. Like, I'm sorry, there's so much information.
Yeah.
Even if you're overloaded, at least you have options. You know what I mean?
It's bad, but this phone right here, everyone uses it to watch social media, but not to gain knowledge or even better themselves.
Listen, Fresh, how many people still watch my videos and be like, Yousef, I'm trying to get that Beamer at that place. All right, man, how much your credit score? 590. But I can let my mom co-sign. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
$700 a month for a $15,000 car. And they're like, all right, let's get it done. It still happens today. And you can call me a hypocrite for selling it. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm a business owner. I'm trying to make money. You have the right to say yes or no, whether it be fixing your car, whether it be.
My Range Rover for my sister,
yeah,
it's $650.
And that's a Range Rover, guys.
Yo,
like
bruh.
you talk about a 2015 BMW at $700 a month,
dude. That's bad.
Yeah,
that's bad.
So I think the vehicle affordability is definitely fueled by people's lack of financial literacy, or not even that, lack of understanding of. I do agree. Sometimes when you go to dealership, it's just too many points to understand. I have this, I have that. This is compounded interest. This is this final price. What's my monthly payment? That's why they dumb it down for you. Because instead of thinking about I'm paying back, $15,000 on a $30,000 car, my total loan is going to be $45,000. They know you can stomach $360 a month, right?
Hold on. Also, you know what they do? I know you know this as well.
Yeah.
They'll prolong the loan period to 84 months and say, "Don't worry, it's only $500 a month."
Yep.
But when you're done, you're paying double the price of the car.
Double.
Yo, bruh. That is the finesse.
And I want you guys to understand, you guys pay double on a mortgage in 30 years, but on a vehicle, you can pay double if you do the 84 months, 72-month option. I think it's, listen, Fresh, I've had my vehicles repossessed. I just got out of a bad credit situation. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
Listen,
like,
guys, just not to interrupt you, but
yeah,
this is why I say, if you're a creator, you never been through the problem or issue, you never had the issue yourself, don't talk about it.
Yep.
You may have theory, you may have some knowledge, but you went through it yourself, and that speaks a lot of volumes because, bro, you know how it feels.
Absolutely.
Dude, I pray, wallahi, God.
Oh, wallahi, God.
I don't ever want to get a repo. I paid off cars I shouldn't have paid off just because of accidents and like that. That is my deepest, darkest fear.
Yeah.
Get a repo. Because it's painful. It hurts. But you've been through it.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, like, you know, it wasn't even a pride thing. I was like, it is what it is. I'm tired of hiding from the repo man. He got me. It is what it is. I was out shopping and boom, gone. Or if my car was co-signed, right? Guys, if you're gonna consign a vehicle, just understand if a bank won't lend your mother, your brother, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband a car, why would you want to co-sign for them? Yes, I get that at the same time, but I've seen so many times people put themselves in situations where they're uncomfortable now with their mother because they dropped 200 points because you didn't make your car payment.
That's been a downfall of so many family members. It's incredible.
Yep.
You know the worst part? Credit score is no tanked for life, probably.
7 to 10 years.
Because to regain that is gonna be hard.
And it's not even that. You have to now pay off the vehicle
And rebuild.
and rebuild.
Cooked, bro. Cooked. Okay, Yousef. Last question before we head out of here.
Yeah.
Car market. Prediction for it. Prices going up, going down. Should people buy now or buy later?
Car market's cooked. Yo, listen, can we pull up Carvana and CarMax stock right quick?
Yo. I've been seeing high repo rates. Even the big ballers in Miami that have these nice cars, Lamborghinis and Ferraris, getting repoed left, right, and center. Times are bad, bro.
Hey, man, they're splitting the payments between 3 people.
Yeah.
Now let's do one month, year to date. Let's do year to date. It's 20%. You guys need to understand this. What's the market cap of the company right now? Scroll down a little bit.
Damn, Carvana's getting cooked right now.
Market cap right there, $71.2 billion. So
dollars.
in the beginning of this year, you're talking about it was over $100 billion.
Wow.
20, 30 billion gone, right? So to me, again, Carvana is not, I don't think of it as a dealership, it's a finance company, right? Yeah. So their main business is loan origination, meaning like they'll pay more for your car because they don't care about how much they make on the vehicle. They care about turning over loans, right? They put it in their portfolio, they service their own loans, and they sell it to the market. That's how they make their money. But CarMax, let's look up CarMax right quick.
That's bad, bro. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now you can really understand the financial aspect of the car market because Carvana does a lot of loans. Like they buy a lot of cars. They sell a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Let's look up, year to date. 1 year, because I know that they went kind of crazy. There we go. 42% down. CarMax is a one-stop, no-haggle dealership, right? So they are pretty aggressive when it comes to pricing. They have all the banks. You're talking about let's look up 5 years. Let's see how they've been doing over the last 5 years.
Damn, so are you saying like right now buying cars is a bad idea?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
I agree. By the way.
67% down from the last 5 years.
By the way, I agree.
Vehicle acquisition is getting tougher.
Yeah.
People are starting to become more and more cognizant of like, I don't want to take into this deal because like I got screwed during COVID.
Yeah.
This is 5 or 6 years after COVID. Remember you said people were like lengthening the loans. Now people are starting to get out of it. They're like, yo, I'm $30,000-$40,000 upside down. What am I going to do? Ford, GM, everybody, they're throwing 30, 40 grand incentives, not that much. But
Rebates.
Rebates, 15 grand rebates to get into vehicles. It's crazy, man.
But remember, everyone that bought a car during COVID, they want to sell it now, but they can't.
Yep, they can't. Stuck
Upside
with
down.
it. Yep. Hey, mama, can you co-sign for me, please? I promise. Wallahi, I'll pay my bill.
Can you explain to them what upside down means in a car? Upside down?
So upside down, when you have negative equity, is it typically, or upside down on a loan, let's say you're at the end of your loan or you're trading out of your vehicle at any point in time in the duration of the loan, you owe X amount, and then that delta between whatever the car is worth and what you owe is that negative equity. So let's say your car is worth or the dealership offered you $30,000, but you owe $50,000. You have a $20,000 delta or negative equity or upside down the loan. So that has to be either rolled into the new loan, which now banks aren't allowing crazy LTVs, loan to values.
Really?
Dude, I get emails all the time from banks saying, yo, we're lessening. We're not buying as heavy. We're not buying as deep. Some banks do it, but just like Tricolor, they went upside down because they went bankrupt because of all the subprime loans.
Yeah.
And I think we paint this picture, subprime is a big part of the market.
But
people that have good money, good credit, they're struggling too. They call me all the time, Yousef, like,
I need this car sold now.
now I don't have 30, 40 grand. I have $2,000 in savings. What am I to do? And to me, I think it's not about the luxury of having a new car. I get the fact that the warranty on the car helps you. You don't have to worry about maintenance, etc.
But the long-term effect.
What was your first car?
My first car in America was a Toyota Camry 2002.
Did you ever have issues
with
with that car?
140,000 miles?
Be honest. How reliable was that car?
Very liable.
You know what I'm saying?
Like permanent plans, by the way, in Florida to Boca Raton every day to AT&T, back and forth.
Any issues?
I was a bit scared, of course, but it lasted me a year and a half. I sold it and got a high-end Elantra.
And
I bought the car new.
Exactly.
Learned my lesson to never do that shit again. Now buy used and abused only.
100%. But not even that. There are other cars that you could buy, like a Honda, Toyota, Kia, that is older, that has depreciated 30, 40%, that you can buy that's affordable. You don't need the new Telluride. You don't need the new G-Wagon. You don't need none of these things. Like,
what he's saying here, so guys, think about this. This is my last point here before we close out, is I've been through many cars. I've had more cars than anyone I know in the industry, other than probably Steve will do it, or maybe Shmi. And literally, I've been through the worst and the best, ups and downs, accidents, non-accidents, height of the market, bottom of the market. And what I'll tell you guys is right now, I have regrets. I should have bought the car either cash or waited for the market to drop and then buy. And luckily, I have enough money to afford to buy the cars outright and move on.
for sure.
But some of you can't.
Yep.
So my plea to you guys watching here is get out of your cars now.
Yep.
Buy a car cash.
Absolutely.
We are in a bad economy right now. We're in a recession, actually, by the way, if you didn't know this.
A silent
Get
recession.
out while you can now, because it's about to get way worse. And this is the very beginning.
100%.
Repo rates are high. We can't afford cars or houses anymore. They want to sell, but they can't sell
Absolutely.
because the the value ratio is too low for what they too high for what they owe. So honestly, guys, get out now while you still can. Yousef is right.
Yeah, and not even that, guys. Just there's nothing wrong with living in your financial lane. I live, so does Fresh, in one of the sexiest cities in the world, Miami.
Woo, let's go.
And everybody wants to live here. And since I met Fresh, I didn't care about what I wore, what I'd like.
You're a simple guy.
Yeah, a simple guy. I like nice things, but at the same time, I had that eye-opening moment after my repossessions or whatever. Just like, yo, it's not worth the emotional turmoil. It's not worth trying to keep up this image. And I know people are gonna look at me like, oh, he's a joke. I don't care, right? At the end of the day, I have my peace of mind, which, dude, that is worth it. It's priceless.
But that took you going through some struggle.
Absolutely.
I used to wear big chains, big watches, you know, something.
But
Little
roly,
but,
you know what I'm saying?
but it was like, okay, what's the gain here? Who am I impressing? But then I realized it's in here. Who am I? What am I producing? What's the value I'm adding?
Absolutely.
That's what's important.
100%, man. And from that, it resonates with your friends. And now your friends are like, all right, I don't need approval with the big chains and everything. And if that's you, cool.
Yeah.
But be about it, right? Don't go over the limit and then cry about it whenever it's time, you know, for the bank to be like, yo, where's my money?
Yep.
And that's just what it is. Like,
It's the worst feeling.
it is the worst
I've
feeling.
had friends go through it. I'm like, wow. So Yousef, where can I find you? And last piece of advice for people buying cars, selling cars.
You can find me, Robert Yousef, all over social media.
We'll put it also down below as well.
Yeah, 100%. I know a lot of my page is entertainment/educational. And then, you know, I think the best advice is what Fresh literally just said, just, you know, just to kind of touch on that point. It's not worth the flex, the fuel of your ego just to, like, you know, get the nice cars and over leverage yourself. Just because you can get approved for it does not mean it's good for you. You know what I mean? Like, take a step back, understand, like, is this going to benefit me in the next 3 to 5 years? And with that being said, Fresh, I mean, you've been through it, man, with the Lambos and all that.
Yeah.
Like, the
I
hype
lived the
was
dream.
nice for a little bit, right?
was
And then after a
cool.
while, you're like, what am I doing?
You know what's the worst part?
Yeah.
I'm in UK. I'm in Romania with Andrew Tate. I'm over there for like a month, right? You know what happened to me? I was like, okay, I'm with the boys, having a great time, making content. I get bank withdrawal. You know, the ACH.
Yeah.
SVJ. I'm like, I'm not driving the car right now. Making car payments.
Yeah.
It clicked to me. Yo, not smart. Also, real quick, could you give us one example of someone hitting you up for a question that was crazy? Like maybe like, hey, I got 10 repos, can I get a car? Maybe like, hey, I need
Oh,
help
I
on
got
this
you,
on
man.
thing. Because
I
I know people
literally-
hit you up all the time. And I can only imagine stories that you get from women, men, about cars, selling, buying. Guys, you used to have a lot of stories because he's been through, obviously, a lot of scenarios. And he has a dealership, so he's going through it every single day. But it's bad sometimes. People are in bad shape. I'm telling you, they're in really bad shape. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you got like a lot of stories. Just give us
Yeah,
one.
so I'm about to pull this up right now.
It's funny, like your videos are very insightful, bro.
They're insightful. They're also
People's mistakes I learn from.
You know what's so crazy, man? A lot of people think, like, it's crazy. One thing I've learned from social media, everybody lives life so anecdotally. Oh, that'll never happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, you got people that, like, I'll post, be like, you know, like, oh, I'm 30 grand upside down. What an idiot. It's like, I'm glad that you have never experienced that, but the average American is experiencing financial hardship. They're experiencing every dollar being pinched out of them. And unfortunately, like, we're just sort of like painting this narrative that, like, oh, you've made these dumb decisions.
Everyone's perfect.
Everybody, exactly. So I had one, I think the most interesting one was I had a follower reached out to me saying, "Hey, my mom's car got repossessed." Actually, I have a better description right here. Hold on.
Repos are not nice. They'll find you whether you're hiding in a parking lot or garage. Somewhere they're gonna find you.
What is her name? Hold on, man. Sorry, guys.
I'm sure you get like a lot. But yo, some of your favorite creators, you guys know, influencers are getting repoed daily. I listed one earlier. You guys can put comments below. But there's many more getting repoed, and you know, it's not fun. But they flexed online, and now they got to pay the price.
So basically, she's saying that her mom's car got repossessed, and she was crying at the time. She was 16 years old. So the daughter so the daughter co-signed for her mother. A year later, she isn't making the payments, and now her credit is tanked, and her mother's credit is tanked too. And the second vehicle's out for repossession. There's another video I just posted. Can we scroll down? Maybe we can like live react to this.
Wow, that's bad, bro. Two repos is bad in it.
That's the Uber driver I'm talking about right here. Let's scroll down a little bit. Where is it? Oh, yo, that customer crying. Like, can we play that one?
The R8?
No, the up right there, and right there. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
One sec, guys. Here we go. $100,000 and a Maserati? Yo, bro. Maseratis are a fucking sinkhole, bro.
Let me tell you something, guys.
Never buy
you lease them. You never buy a Range Rover new or Maserati new.
Boom. He just said it. Depreciation is so bad on those cars.
Oh my God.
Tanked, bro.
Tanked. Could you imagine losing $100,000 in 3 years?
That's insane.
Yo.
And
she makes normal money. Like, and I don't mean normal. I mean she makes like $100,000 a year. That's crazy.
You know this? But bro, a Maserati is not even like worth buying. Ain't even top tier. 100K in this car is an L, bro.
That's a Stellantis product. You know what I'm saying?
All right, here we go.
You take from this, never buy a Maserati. I'm calling about the Maserati that you were trying to get rid of. Break it down for me.
I had a Ghibli and I had this one, but the Ghibli crashed. I got in an accident on my way back from Texas, and it was considered total because it was so expensive to fix. It was just scratched, but it cost more than what it was worth. Upside down. I have great credit, so it's like $750. I do have money down, but obviously based on the situation I talked to you about, I would like to not put so much down if I don't have to.
So you do have a great interest rate, 5%. You owe around $41,000. Wholesale on that car is going to be between $20,000 to maybe $23,000 on the top end. So you are $20,000 upside down. Here's the problem, right? You got great credit, you got good income. The problem is, unless you put a significant amount of money down, your negative equity is going to transfer over to a different car. So then if you're buying a newer car, it's going to depreciate. That will put you in an even worse situation because typically you'll have more negative equity. In order for you to get rid of this, go lease a car. But the caveat to that is you will have a higher payment. Let's say you find a lease that, I don't know, has $20,000 in incentives. It'll eat up your negative equity, but instead of leasing MSRP or the invoice of $40,000 from when it was originally marked to $60, now you're back at the original $60 of the invoice for the car that you're leasing, and it'll be a significantly higher payment.
My payment's $11. I wouldn't mind going up to like $15.
But if you're paying $1,100 a month for the Maserati and you're comfortable going with $1,500 a month, I don't know if you're looking for a luxury car, Audi, Mercedes, BMW, or if you're looking for
smart. Everything is so shaky, so I just want to do the smart thing, and that's why I messaged you.
Any lesson you take from this, never buy a Maserati. Always lease it.
Yeah, I learned that.
Never buy a Maserati.
It's horrible. MSRP of what, $130?
He bought her for $130,000, guys. I need you guys to understand this. She bought this car brand new. It was 2022 for $130,000.
Yo,
She's here now, $20,000 upside down. Owes 41 and lost over $100,000 if she sold it to a company for 20.
guys, never buy a brand new car in your life. Don't do that.
Look at the guy troll on this one. I'm the guy that buys them at 20K. It's great.
Yo, bro. Yo, listen.
No, I would never buy a Maserati at 20K.
Don't be her, fellas, ladies. Don't be her. Yousef, thank you for coming, bro.
Thank you, Walter. For
once again, you're always good with the insight
I
and
appreciate
information. Guys, go follow Yousef, a great friend of mine. Also, honestly speaking, bro, we need to have you here every week, man.
Let's
There's
do it.
updates happening with the
That's
car
what I'm
market.
talking about.
Because cars are America's biggest wealth killer.
It is.
People need to know.
100%. And not even that. It's wealth killer. It's generational pain.
Yeah.
There's no more generational wealth anymore. It's generational pain. People are taking on $300,000-$400,000 in debt. They die. Now they're family members have to deal with it.
And they're stuck there.
100%. It's just a mindset shift. Let's do it. I'm down. Yeah.
All right, guys. Until next time, peace. We're out of here.